7 reasons people choose blue-collar jobs even if they suck. Look, I'm going to be real with you right now. Blue-collar jobs, they can absolutely suck sometimes. Your back hurts. Your hands are torn up. Karen from the office thinks you're just a tradesman. But here's the thing nobody talks about. People are still choosing these jobs in droves. And after spending half my life in the sheet metal union, 14 years climbing my way up from apprentice to foreman, I think I know why. Before we get started, smash that like button and subscribe. All right, let's get into it. Reason number 1, the money doesn't lie. Because despite what your college guidance counselors told you, you can make bank in the trades. I've been an HVAC contractor for 15 years now. Before that, sheet metal union guy for 14. That's 29 years total of watching paychecks that would make some office workers weep. HVAC techs, we're talking 45K to 85K plus starting out. But here's where it gets spicy. As a contractor, I've seen guys pull 100K to 400K plus, some even more. Electricians, same deal. 50K to 90K plus employed. 250K plus as a contractor. Plumbers, these guys are basically printing money. 48K to 88K plus on payroll. But when your toilet's back up on Christmas morning, that emergency call, ka-ching. And here's the kicker. No student loans. While your buddy Kevin is 80K in debt with his marketing degree, you're 3 years into an apprenticeship making 40K plus and learning on the job. Do the math. Who's really ahead? Reason number 2, job security that is bulletproof. Remember 2008 when the economy went to hell and white-collar jobs disappeared faster than free donuts in a break room? Guess who kept working? Tradesmen. Because here's the brutal truth. Artificial intelligence might replace your accountant, but it's not fixing your furnace anytime soon. People will always need heat and air conditioning, electricity, plumbing, roofs that don't leak. These aren't nice to haves, they're survival. I've watched 3 recessions in my career. You know what happened each time? More work for us. Because when money gets tight, people fix stuff instead of buying new. That leaky pipe, that flickering light, that weird noise your AC makes, that's job security you could touch with your hands. Reason number 3, you actually solve real problems. Here's something they don't tell you about office jobs. Most of them, they're made up. I'm serious. Half the meetings could be emails. Half the emails could be nothing. But when I show up to a job site, there's real problems that need real solutions. The heat's out in a nursing home. Grandma's freezing. The restaurant's walk-in cooler died. They're losing thousands in food. A family's basement is flooding. Their kid's bedroom is underwater. These aren't PowerPoint problems. These are human problems. And you know what feels incredible? Fixing them. Walking away, knowing that because of your skills, your knowledge, your 2 hands, someone's life just got better. No corporate BS. No committee meetings. No circling back. Just problem solutions. Done. The satisfaction? You can't get it from a spreadsheet. Speaking of solving problems, hey everyone, if you're having trouble deciding what trade career to choose, check out Course Careers. Talk to Coura. This is Course Careers' new AI career counselor. Coura will help you figure out if electrical work fits your goals, and then you can start the free intro course it suggests, just like students across multiple industries have used to break into high-paying careers fast without any experience or college degree. The intro course will show you exactly what the job is like and how to get hired within 4 to 12 weeks. I'll leave the link in my descriptions and pinned in the comments below for you to check out. Reason number 4, your body is your office. Okay, let's address the obvious. Blue collar work is physical, sometimes brutal. My knees sound like Rice Krispies when I stand up. My hands look like I've been wrestling with sandpaper. And don't get me started on my back. I started working out 4 times a week when I turned 35. A bunch of the pain I was feeling went away. Then when I go to jobs and it's physical, I think, man, I'm getting paid to work out. This is great. But here's what nobody mentions. That physical challenge, it keeps you alive. While office workers are developing tech neck and keyboard wrists, we're staying strong, mobile, and flexible. Sure, I'm sore some days, but I'm also in better shape at 50 than most 30-year-olds glued to a desk. Plus, and this might sound weird, there's something primal about working with your hands. Something your ancestors did for thousands of years. We're not built to sit in cubes staring at screens. We're built to create, to build, to fix. Every day I use my brain, my body. I solve puzzles with my mind and execute with my muscles. That's not torture. That's being human.
Quick break here. Check out which trade is best for you and access the free course below.
Reason number 5, respect that's earned, not given. Let me tell you about respect in the trades. It's not based on your college, your connections, or how well you kiss ass in meetings. It's based on one thing. Can you do the work? When I started as a sheet metal apprentice 29 years ago, nobody cared about my resume. They cared about whether I could learn, whether I showed up, whether I could handle the job. The first day when the journeyman handed me the tools and said, "Keep up," that was my interview, my performance review, my promotion opportunity all rolled up into one. In the trades, your reputation follows you. Word spreads fast about who's good and who's not. You can't fake it. You can't delegate it. You can't PowerPoint your way through it. Either you can bend that duct, wire that panel, or you can't. And when you can, when you've earned your stripes, the respect is real. It's based on skill, not politics. Reason number 6, entrepreneurship is built in. Here's something beautiful about the trades. Every skill you learn is potential business. After 14 years in the union, I made the jump starting my own HVAC contracting business. Best decision I've ever made. See, in most careers, going solo is terrifying. You need investors, business plans, office space, employees. In the trades, you need your skills. You need your tools, your truck. That's it. I've seen plumbers go from 50K employees to 300K plus business owners. Electricians that started with nothing build million-dollar companies. The path is clear. Learn the trade, master your craft, get licensed, start small, build your reputation, scale up. No MBA required, no venture capital, no board meetings, just you, your skills, and customers who need what you can do. And here's the secret sauce. When you own your own business, you're not just trading time for money anymore. You're building equity, creating something that can grow, something you can sell, something you can pass down. Reason number 7, pride in building the world. This last reason, this is the big one. Every building you see, every house, every hospital, school, restaurant, we build that. Not we like humanity, we like tradespeople. Those aren't just structures, they're monuments to skilled labor. When I drive through town, I can point to dozens of buildings saying, I worked on that HVAC system. That restaurant where we had dinner, I installed that kitchen exhaust. That hospital where you were born, our crew did the ductwork. There's something deeply satisfying about leaving a permanent mark on the world, about creating something that will outlast you. Your great-grandchildren might live in a house where the electrical work you did still keeps the lights on. That's legacy. That's immortality in copper and steel. And when the power goes out, when the heat stops working, when the pipes burst, society doesn't call the marketing team. They don't call the consultants. They call us because we're the ones who keep civilization running. Look, I'm not going to lie to you. Blue-collar work can be tough. Some days it absolutely sucks. But here's what I've learned after 29 years in HVAC. The money's good. The work is honest. The future's secure. And at the end of the day, you've built something, fixed something, made someone's life better. You can't say that about every job. If this video helped you, smash that like button. If you want more unfiltered trade career advice, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And remember, a plumber, an electrician, and an HVAC guy walk into a bar. Bartender looks at them and says, What is this? Some kind of repair? The plumber says, actually, we're here because we heard you had flowing problems. The electrician adds, yeah, and we wanted to see if there was a spark between us and your drinks. The HVAC guy just shrugs and says, I'm here for the atmosphere. All right, peace out, everybody.